Hey, what's up guys, and welcome back to Red 5 Reviews. Hope you guys are all doing well today. Today I'll be starting my reviews for the Darth Bane trilogy. Now, the Darth Bane trilogy was written by New York Times best-selling author Drew Karpyshyn. I'm going to start off my reviews with book 1 in the trilogy, Path of Destruction. Now, Path of Destruction was originally published in 2006 in hardcover format. It got a mass-market paperback release in 2007, and also recently it got reprinted as part of the Essential Legends collection. Now, this will be a spoiler-free review, but with that said, guys, let's do this. This book takes place during the Old Republic era, close to 1,000 years before the Battle of Yavin. The story begins on the world Apatros. When a game of sabacc leads into violence, Dessel, a Cortosis miner, finds himself on the run. He eventually joins the Sith army in their war against the Republic and the Jedi. After discovering his strength in the Force, he begins training and studying the dark side on Korriban under the name Bane. However, Bane is dissatisfied with the current ways of the Sith and favors the teachings of Sith lords from the past. He soon proclaims himself Darth Bane and seeks to start a new chapter in the legacy of the Sith. Does he succeed? Well, again, no spoilers here, so definitely pick up a copy of this book and find out. I will, however, go ahead and give you my thoughts. So if you haven't read this book yet, I definitely recommend that you pick it up and read it. I very much enjoyed this book. I remember the first time I listened to the audiobook a few years back while I was putting together a Lego set. And let's just say, there was definitely a few times I had to take a break from the Lego set because I was very invested in this story. I really enjoyed the journey this book takes you on as we follow Dessel from working as a Cortosis miner to rising through the ranks of the Sith Academy to becoming the self-proclaimed Dark Lord of the Sith, Darth Bane. His characterization was fantastic. He's strong, determined, intelligent, and willing to break the rules. Not only did I enjoy the journey, I really appreciated how it wasn't easy for him. We see him struggle, we see him lose, we see him have to find his own path that goes against what was expected of him. While the Sith are normally portrayed as evil in Star Wars, this is a book where you want to root for the main Sith character. Even though his actions can be very brutal, I still found myself wanting to see Bane succeed. This is my second time reading Path of Destruction, and even after a second read-through, I honestly have no negatives for this book. I know this is only the first book in the trilogy, but Drew Karpyshyn really created a phenomenal Star Wars story. The characters are compelling, we get more in depth with the ways of the Sith, the pacing is great, and the story is told almost perfectly in my opinion. It gets dark, brutal, suspenseful, and it definitely leaves you wanting to see where the story eventually goes, which is perfect since next we'll be covering book 2 in the trilogy. I'm going to give Star Wars Darth Bane Path of Destruction 5 stars. I know this review was a little shorter compared to my other ones, but I really have no negatives to say about this book. It's a great read and a great adventure, and I couldn't recommend it enough. Now, thanks so much for checking out this review, guys. I hope you enjoyed it and found it helpful. And if you did, please be sure to hit that like button and leave your thoughts on this book down in the comments below if you've read it already. If you're new to my channel, then please consider hitting that subscribe button if you'd like to stay updated for more Star Wars reviews and discussions. Now be sure to stay tuned for my thoughts on book 2 in this trilogy, Rule of 2, coming very soon. But until then, this is Red 5 standing by.